second thought I wanted to throw. I want to talk for a minute about high school hockey because I'm
Yeah.
getting a lot of high school hockey issues happening now with guys that want to play high school, which is, and actually I want you to throw your thoughts on it too because we talked about it a little bit yesterday.
Yeah.
But so here's my thing with the high school hockey in Ontario at least, because
Yeah,
I know in the
I was
states
gonna
it's
qualify that.
in the states it's way different, and maybe in other parts of Canada it's different too. But I don't think so. I think in Canada it's pretty much the same. But Ontario for sure, high school hockey is not good hockey. It's really not good. I'm not gonna say it's a waste of time because it has there's some things about it that are good. Like it's fun. You get to play with your buddies and you get to be a kid for one more year before you start to get more serious. There's some
Yeah.
you can make an argument, whatever, but as you were saying yesterday, if you want to be serious about playing hockey, then you only you have a finite amount of resources, meaning energy, time, effort, all those kind of things. So focus, mental energy, and when you're in grade 9, 10 especially, you're already jam-packed with your practices, your games, workouts hopefully, and school, and just trying to get to bed on time and to eat properly and to do those things, it's a lot. So to throw one more thing on top of your schedule.
Yeah.
You just want to put a lot of thought into that before you jump in and do that, because it can end up taking away from things that are actually beneficial. So the reason I'm saying this is I had a couple kids miss the workout yesterday because they needed a break because they had high school hockey plus all their games for their regular AAA team and practices and whatever. And I get that it's exciting to play high school hockey because you feel like a cool guy and you're like probably one of the better players, and it's fun to be the guy that's awesome at hockey in your little world of high school. But you gotta, like we always talk about, zoom out, big picture. What is this? Is this actually doing something beneficial for you? So outside of just the it's fun part, you actually have to think, because now I had kids, this is my inspiration for saying this, is kids missed their workout yesterday. So they skip something that's actually beneficial for them to go spend time, energy, resources on something that, in terms of their hockey progression, if you want to talk about their social implications, that's different. But for their hockey progression, it's actually probably taking away from their development. So I just wanted to throw that out because we're in high school hockey season now, and I'm getting some conflicts with people missing workouts and trying to switch times and feeling more tired than normal and all that. So you can throw your thoughts on that.
Yeah, my thoughts on that real simple. Again, to qualify what you said, in our area. Well, first, let me say it this way. Number one, if your aspirations are to play at the highest level or to get drafted or to get and you're a very serious hockey player, that's one thing. So those are the players that we typically are speaking to.
Right.
So if you're someone that just likes to play AAA hockey, or and hockey is more of a fun thing, and you're not real serious about moving on, that's another thing.
Right.
So I looked at it this way with Charlie, like, because he was asked obviously by his coaches to go play the high school hockey, but I qualified that a long time ago. I said, first of all, as a serious hockey player, you don't want to go on the ice with people that aren't going to challenge you at all, whether that's piss around ice or high school hockey. When you know you're going to be the best guy out there, or in that case, you got guys, because you're a good hockey player, might try to take runs at you. I wasn't worried about that, but the older guys trying to be tough guys, and it's just a different brand of hockey. So yes, so the thing is, a lot of the times people will do it because it's a cool thing to do. Now this is in Ontario, this is in Canada, and I could be very well mistaken that different parts high school hockey is a big thing.
Totally. Yep.
In fact, if you're in Minnesota and you're listening to this, you're going, "What are you guys talking about? It's the biggest thing in the world."
That's right.
So qualifying that, or disqualify that, or do some kind of qualifying.
Yeah, figure out if this applies to you or not.
Yeah, but so we're talking here in Canada, the highest level of playing hockey here is in AAA hockey. So I told my son a long time ago, I said, you're not going on the ice with people that are just not going to make you worse, but it's not healthy for you. Focus on one thing. So I always said to him is you can't suck and blow at the same time. So a lot of the kids that go and play high school hockey here in Ontario, it's because the coaches ask them, the chicks at school think it's cool. You become a cooler guy at school and all that kind of stuff. But it's not helping your hockey. It takes away from actually your maybe not your progress, but it takes away from your focus. And another term I always use is you got one ass, you can't ride two horses. So you can't do excellent at both things. And the other thing I told Charlie is and Dalton told Charlie this, is that sometimes you got to, the cool thing is not doing the cool thing. You'll be cool later, which is true for him now. As if he always tried to please everybody and make his friends think he was a cool guy on campus and stuff like that and play high school hockey. I'd be cool for a day, but would that affect his whatever?
Yep.
The other thing from a parent standpoint, I said, the other thing is I want you to go, when you go on the ice, son, is, we're paying a lot of money and you're asking to be playing at the highest level. That's what you get to do.
Yep. Something's
got to give. Because number one, I'm not driving you around all over the place every single night of the week, but you have to focus on one thing and be excellent at it. And with being with that focus comes your workouts, comes your all the things that go within to becoming a great hockey player. So going out there it would just be a total waste of time for him.
Yep.
So I spend we were spending a ton of money every year for him to play hockey. I need him to be good at what he wants to be good at. If you don't want to do that, you want to just have fun, that's fine. Then we'll just take away the AAA and you could do piss around hockey.
Yep. And
you don't have to take it seriously, because we got to, the thing is that every time my son or someone watching, your kids ask for something, if you always say yes, you don't have a life and you're not benefiting. So yeah, high school hockey is good for some kids because they're not, trying to be, like that serious or pursue something in hockey. But for the most part, it's not going to benefit you,
right?
And it's just time, and like you said, it takes away your focus.
Yeah. And to be perfectly clear, I played high school hockey, and every motivation you just said was exactly why I played. Chicks thought it was cool. I got to be the big gun hockey player in the tiny little world of high school.
100%.
And that was for sure the primary motivation. Secondary motivation was it's fun and some of my buddies played and that.
Yeah.
But for sure it was like I get to go out there and be the best, man.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's awesome. Feels great. Strokes my ego.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good. That was for sure my motivation doing it.
Yeah.
And if I could go back and do it again, knowing my path, I'd probably still play again because I didn't end up making it and it was fun. But if you're someone who's a serious hockey player looking to progress, if I knew that it would be something that pulls away, then I would have changed what I was doing. I wouldn't have done that. And if I had the same maturity I have now back then I wouldn't have done it because this is a waste of time. And it's funny because in all other circumstances, all other sports, it was always cool to be the junior hockey player at my high school that didn't get to play other sports because I was a hockey player.
Yeah.
That was cool. But then as soon as I was able to play some high school hockey, it was like, for sure, I'm going to go out there and just run the show.
I remember my coach, Mr. Rose, coached the high school team as well.
Yeah.
So he asked me if I would like to come out to a practice and just, kind of get a pace for the guys. And I was the youngest guy. I was in grade 9, grade 10. No, grade 9 because I was in the OHL at 10. Grade 9, and there was up to grade 12s. So, yeah, I said, yeah, sure, I'll come on. I thought it was just whatever. And I looked and I went, this is brutal.
Yeah.
Like, these guys were 4 years old. Or like, yeah, anyways, that's it.
No, yeah.
I have a lot of things to say about it, but I don't want to. The thing is I don't want to say for people that do play high school hockey that you're stupid, because you're not. Yeah. It's a very, very fine qualifying statement, and it would be the same statement I use with my son for spring hockey.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm not saying, like, for some people spring hockey is a good thing.
No, yeah, and it's the same. It's a similar kind of thing with the high school thing, right? With the qualifier again, we're talking about high school hockey that is applying to people that are in Ontario or in Canada, but definitely in Ontario.
Places where it's a secondary tier of hockey.
And if you're very serious about trying to pursue hockey as a thing, if those two things don't apply to you, then this message is not for you.
Yeah.
So
then you think we're jackasses.
Yeah, that's right. And you're mad and you're going to comment and yell at me and all this shit. So,
yeah.